Embracing Stoic Wisdom in Relationships. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This profound insight underscores the importance of our responses in shaping meaningful relationships. In our journey toward connection, adopting a Stoic mindset can lead to deeper fulfillment and harmony with our partners. In this exploration, we will delve into essential Stoic principles that enhance relational dynamics. We'll discuss the value of unequivocally accepting changes as a natural part of life, for practicing active listening to foster understanding and avoiding jealousy to build trust. We will also emphasize the significance of being honest about our needs, learning to compromise, and celebrating each other's successes to strengthen our bonds. By integrating these timeless teachings into our daily interactions, we can navigate the complexities of relationships with grace and resilience. Join us as we embrace Stoic wisdom and discover how these insights can cultivate richer, more rewarding partnerships that truly enhance our lives. Rule 1. Prioritize emotional intelligence in your relationships. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca wisely stated, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This highlights the importance of understanding our emotions and the emotions of those around us. If you want to make your relationship work, you need to prioritize emotional intelligence. And I'm not kidding. Aristotle nailed it when he said, "Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom." It's time to get real about your feelings and understand your partner's emotions. This isn't just a nice to have, it's essential. Think about it. In day-to-day life, couples face all kinds of challenges. Disagreements over chores, parenting styles clashing, stress from work. You need emotional intelligence to tackle this head on, instead of getting defensive when your partner calls you out for being late. Take a moment, reflect on what you're feeling. Guilt, frustration, whatever it is, and communicate it. That's how you build a stronger bond. Maintaining emotional intelligence can transform your relationship. It means you can express your needs without fear and actually listen to your partner when arguments arise. Because let's be real, they will. You'll be able to calmly discuss your feelings instead of throwing blame around. For example, if money issues come up, sharing your anxiety instead of acting out can lead to solutions instead of fights. But let's be clear. Neglecting emotional intelligence can ruin your relationship. Picture this. One partner feels totally unappreciated because the other is always glued to their phone or work. If you don't recognize the stress this creates, you're heading straight for trouble. Tension builds, arguments erupt, and before you know it, you're in a toxic cycle. Even with parenting, failing to understand each other can lead to disaster. If you and your partner can't see eye to eye on how to raise your kids, you're not just hurting each other, you're harming your children too. Don't let that happen. Prioritizing emotional intelligence is not optional. It's a must. It's the key to a successful, loving relationship. So stop ignoring your feelings and start embracing emotional intelligence. Your relationship will thank you, and you'll build a deeper connection with your partner. Don't wait. Get started today. Rule 2. Accept change in your relationship. As the Stoic philosopher Heraclitus famously said, "Change is the only constant in life." If you want your relationship to thrive, you need to accept change. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Relationships are not static. They evolve, and that's a fact. You and your partner are going to change over time, and you need to embrace it like your life depends on it. Let's face it, life throws curveballs. Jobs change, interests shift, and even your goals can evolve. If you're stuck in the mindset that your relationship should remain the same, you're setting yourself up for failure. Look at it this way. Just because you were crazy in love when you first started dating, doesn't mean that same dynamic will last forever. That's totally normal. You and your partner are growing individually. Maybe one of you is pursuing a new career, while the other is diving into a new hobby. Instead of seeing these changes as threats, embrace them. Celebrate each other's growth. When you both support each other's journeys, you strengthen your bond and create a more enriched relationship. But here's the kicker. Resisting change can tear you apart. If you cling to the past and refuse to adapt, you'll find yourselves drifting apart. Think about it. If one partner wants to travel the world and the other wants to settle down, and you can't find common ground, you're headed for trouble. Ignoring each other's growth leads to bitterness and resentment. So, what's the solution? Communicate openly. Talk about how you're changing and what you need from each other. It's all about understanding and adapting together. If you can do that, you'll not only survive the changes, but thrive through them. Accepting change is non-negotiable. If you want your relationship to last, embrace the growth, support each other, and keep the lines of communication wide open. Change is inevitable, but how you handle it is what truly matters. What truly matters. So, gear up and start embracing change today. Your relationship will be better for it. Rule 3. Practice active listening in your relationship. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely advised, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. If you want to supercharge your relationship, it's time to practice active listening. This isn't just about hearing the words. It's about truly engaging with your partner. If you want a deeper connection, you need to show genuine interest in what your partner is saying. No excuses. How often do you find yourself nodding along while your mind is somewhere else? It's way too easy to zone out during conversations, but this is a recipe for disaster. When you don't actively listen, you miss out on understanding your partner's thoughts and feelings. Think about it. Your partner shares something important, and instead of truly hearing them, you're just waiting for your turn to speak. That's a relationship killer. Active listening means putting down your phone, making eye contact, and really focusing on your partner. Ask questions, clarify, and show empathy. For example, if your partner talks about a tough day at work, don't just say, "That's rough." Dive deeper. Ask what made it tough and how you can support them. This kind of engagement builds trust and strengthens your bond. But here's the hard truth. Failing to practice active listening can lead to misunderstandings and resentment. If your partner feels ignored, they'll start to shut down. Imagine a scenario where you're discussing future plans and you're not fully present. If you miss key details, you might make decisions that leave your partner feeling left out or unimportant. That's a recipe for conflict. So, what's the game plan? Make active listening a priority. Set aside time to talk without distractions. Show your partner that their thoughts and feelings matter to you. This simple act can make a world of difference in how connected you feel. Practicing active listening is essential for a thriving relationship. Engage fully, ask questions, and show empathy. When you truly listen, you foster deeper understanding and connection. Don't wait. Start practicing active listening today and watch your relationship flourish. Rule 4. Avoid jealousy in your relationship. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca wisely said, jealousy is a disease, and it eats away at the heart. If you want your relationship to thrive, you need to avoid jealousy like the plague. Jealousy is a toxic emotion that can destroy the strongest bonds. It often stems from insecurity, and it's time to confront that head on. Everyone feels a twinge of jealousy now and then. But if you let it take control, you risk pushing your partner away. Instead of letting those negative feelings fester, focus on building trust and confidence in your relationship. Ask yourself, what's fueling this jealousy? Is it really about your partner, or is it rooted in your own insecurities? When you start feeling jealous, take a step back. Communicate openly with your partner about your feelings. If you're worried about them spending time with friends, don't lash out. Instead, express your feelings and work together to build reassurance. Remember, a strong relationship is built on trust, not suspicion. But here's the kicker. If you let jealousy run wild, you'll create a toxic environment. Constantly questioning your partner's loyalty or trying to control their actions will only lead to resentment. Imagine constantly checking your partner's phone or getting upset if they hang out with someone else. This behavior not only erodes trust but can also make your partner feel suffocated. So, how do you combat jealousy? Focus on self-improvement. Build your own confidence and trust in the relationship. Engage in activities that make you feel good about yourself. When you feel secure in who you are, jealousy loses its grip. Avoiding jealousy is crucial for a healthy relationship. Acknowledge that it often stems from insecurity and take proactive steps to build trust and confidence. Communicate openly, support each other, and focus on growing together. Don't let jealousy sabotage your love. Embrace trust and watch your relationship thrive. Rule 5. Be honest about your needs in your relationship. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely stated, no great thing is created suddenly. If you want your relationship to flourish, you need to be honest about your needs. No more beating around the bush. Clear communication is the backbone of a strong partnership. And it's time to lay it all on the table. Let's get real. Too often, people tiptoe around their feelings instead of expressing their true desires. This leads to misunderstandings and frustration. If you're feeling neglected or overwhelmed, speak up. Your partner can't read your mind, and the longer you stay quiet, the more resentment will build. When you communicate your needs, you create a supportive environment where both you and your partner feel valued and understood. For example, if you need more quality time together, don't just hope your partner notices. Say it. Hey, I'd love to spend more time together this weekend. This openness fosters intimacy and strengthens your bond. But here's the hard truth. Not being honest about your needs can lead to serious issues. If you keep your feelings bottled up, it's only a matter of time before you explode. Imagine feeling unappreciated because your partner never acknowledges your efforts, and instead of saying something, you let it fester. That's a surefire way to create conflict. Make honesty a priority. Set aside time to check in with each other about your needs and desires. Whether it's about emotional support, intimacy, or even just household chores, being upfront is key. Being honest about your needs is essential for a healthy relationship. Open communication helps both partners feel heard and valued. Don't wait for things to build up. Start speaking your truth today. Your relationship will be stronger for it, and you'll both feel more connected. Rule 6. Learn to compromise in your relationship. As the Stoic philosopher Zeno of Citium said, "The foundation of all human virtue is to be found in the ability to compromise." If you want your relationship to thrive, you need to learn to compromise. It's absolutely essential. Relationships are all about give and take. And if you're not willing to meet halfway, you're setting yourself up for conflict. You and your partner are two unique individuals with different needs, desires, and opinions. It's inevitable that you won't always see eye to eye. Whether it's deciding where to eat, how to spend your weekends, or even handling finances, there will be disagreements. Or even handling finances, there will be disagreements. But here's the thing. Compromise is the key to harmony. When you're willing to find middle ground, you show your partner that you value their feelings and opinions. For instance, if one of you loves outdoor adventures while the other prefers cozy nights in, instead of insisting on your way, suggest a balance. Plan an outdoor day followed by a movie night. This willingness to make sacrifices for the sake of the relationship strengthens your bond. But let's be clear, refusing to compromise can lead to resentment and frustration. If you're always insisting on your way, your partner will start to feel unheard and undervalued. Imagine always choosing the restaurant you like and never considering their preferences. Over time, this can create a rift that's hard to mend. Practice open dialogue. Discuss your needs and desires, and be willing to negotiate. It's not about giving up what you want. It's about finding a solution that works for both of you. Learning to compromise is crucial for a healthy relationship. Embrace the idea that you won't always get your way, and be willing to make sacrifices for the sake of harmony. It's all about teamwork. Start practicing compromise today, and watch how it transforms your relationship into a more balanced and fulfilling partnership. Rule 7. Celebrate each other's successes in your relationship. As the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius noted, when you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love, to experience all of these things. If you want your relationship to shine, you need to celebrate each other's successes. It's a game changer. Supporting your partner's achievements isn't just nice. It's essential for building a strong, positive connection. Life is full of ups and downs, and when your partner hits a milestone, whether big or small, it's crucial to recognize and celebrate it. Did they land that promotion? Finish a tough project? Or maybe they just nailed a personal goal. Whatever it is, shout it from the rooftops. Celebrating their successes shows that you value their hard work and dedication. When you take the time to acknowledge and celebrate accomplishments, you create a positive atmosphere in your relationship. For example, plan a special dinner or a fun outing to honor their achievement. This not only boosts their confidence, but also deepens your bond as a couple. You're in this together, and celebrating victories reinforces that teamwork. But here's the hard truth. Neglecting to celebrate each other can lead to feelings of resentment and isolation. If your partner achieves something significant and you brush it off, they might start to feel unappreciated. Imagine your partner working hard for a promotion, and when they finally get it, you just say, "That's cool, ouch." That can create a disconnect that's hard to repair. So, make celebrating each other a priority. Whether it's a simple, "I'm so proud of you," or throwing a party for a big win, show your partner that their successes matter to you. Celebrating each other's successes is vital for a thriving relationship. Acknowledging achievements fosters a positive environment and strengthens your connection. Don't wait for the big moments. Celebrate the little victories too. Start showing your support today and watch how it transforms your relationship into a powerhouse of positivity and love. Rule 8. Reflect on relationship dynamics. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely remarked, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. If you want your relationship to grow stronger, you need to reflect on your relationship dynamics. Regularly assessing how you and your partner interact can lead to significant improvements and a deeper connection. Every relationship has its own rhythm. Sometimes things flow smoothly, and other times you might hit a few bumps. It's essential to take a step back and evaluate what's working and what's not. Are you communicating well? Are there recurring conflicts that need addressing? This reflection is key to understanding each other better. When you take the time to assess your relationship, you open the door to meaningful conversations. For instance, if you notice that you're arguing more often about household chores, don't just brush it under the rug. Talk it out. Discuss what's causing the friction and find ways to improve the situation. This proactive approach helps prevent resentment from building up over time. But here's the hard truth. Ignoring relationship dynamics can lead to serious issues. If you keep pushing problems aside, they'll fester and grow, creating a toxic environment. Imagine continuously avoiding discussions about finances or future plans. That kind of neglect can lead to misunderstandings and emotional distance. So, what's the game plan? Make reflection a regular practice. Set aside time each month or so to check in with each other. Discuss what's going well and what could. 8. Reflect on relationship dynamics. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca wisely advised, it is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult. If you want your relationship to grow stronger, you need to reflect on your relationship dynamics. It's a must. Regularly assessing how you and your partner interact can lead to significant improvements and a deeper connection. Every relationship has its own rhythm. Sometimes things flow smoothly, and other times you might hit a few bumps. It's essential to take a step back and evaluate what's working and what's not. Are you communicating well? Are there recurring conflicts that need addressing? This reflection is key to understanding each other better. When you take the time to assess your relationship, you open the door to meaningful conversations. For instance, if you notice that you're arguing more often about household chores, don't just brush it under the rug. Talk it out. Discuss what's causing the friction and find ways to improve the situation. This proactive approach helps prevent resentment from building up over time. But here's the hard truth. Ignoring relationship dynamics can lead to serious issues. If you keep pushing problems aside, they'll fester and grow, creating a toxic environment. Imagine continuously avoiding discussions about finances or future plans. That kind of neglect can lead to misunderstandings and emotional distance. So, what's the game plan? Make reflection a regular practice. Set aside time each month or so to check in with each other. Discuss what's going well and what could use some improvement. Be open and honest during these discussions. It's all about growth. Reflecting on relationship dynamics is crucial for a healthy partnership. Regular assessments can lead to improvements and foster a deeper connection. Don't wait for problems to arise. Start reflecting today. Your relationship will benefit from this commitment to growth and understanding, turning it into a more fulfilling journey together, embracing Stoic wisdom in relationships. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This powerful insight is essential when navigating relationships. By understanding what we can control, we can foster healthier and more fulfilling partnerships. Accepting change allows us to embrace the natural evolution of our relationships. Practicing active listening enhances understanding and connection, while avoiding jealousy builds trust and harmony. Being honest about our needs creates a supportive environment, and learning to compromise helps us find balance in our interactions. Moreover, celebrating each other's successes and reflecting on our relationship dynamics strengthens our bond and encourages growth. By integrating these Stoic principles into our daily lives, we can navigate challenges with grace, support one another, and cultivate deeper, more meaningful connections. So, embrace these practices for a thriving partnership and a more fulfilling life together, remembering that it's not just the circumstances we face, but how we choose to respond that truly matters. As we wrap up, remember that life is too short to settle for anything less than the right partner. Epictetus reminds us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Choose to respond to challenges with grace and seek someone who truly appreciates you. Marcus Aurelius adds, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Reflect on your relationship dynamics, celebrate each other's successes, and communicate thoughtfully. I invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. I'll highlight the most inspiring one on our channel. And if you're looking for more wisdom, don't forget to subscribe. Let's continue this journey toward fulfilling relationships together, embracing the advice of Marcus Aurelius. Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart. Embrace these Stoic principles and watch your connections flourish.